Hello, friends and family. It's day 98, cycle 5, day 13. I'm Jen, and today and every day we talk about my quest to crush aggressive diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, DLBCL, stage 4. And we are using the immunotherapy chemotherapy cocktail, R-EPOCH, to crush non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Thank you for joining me today on the journey. Let's get into it. So my daily thought. I think that we should all be remarkable. So I have one of these lovely cards for you that I will read now. Don't live down to expectations. Go out there and do something remarkable. Wendy Wasserstein. And I thought that was pretty interesting thought process, living down to expectations, because I think in the common vernacular, we think about living up to expectations. But I think it's pretty interesting thought process, living down to expectations, because I think in the common vernacular, we think about living up to expectations. But I think it's an interesting thought process if you go take the path. So many of us just meet expectations, and that makes it down, right? When you meet an expectation. When you exceed them, that's what makes you remarkable. And why do you exceed things beyond just that nagging thing that you always have to be the best, which is not a good thing? You know, what is your passion? What do you feel passionate about? Tell me down below in the comments. How can you exceed expectations? Smash them, leave them in the dust. What can you do to do that? All of us need to be remarkable. I think I want to do something maybe tomorrow. I'm not very high energy today. Or Friday. I'm not sure. I'm feeling kind of tired. I don't know if you guys can tell the last couple of days since I went back to work. It's kind of a lot. The full day of work plus everything else. So someone told me, I think it was on the live, that I'm brave. And I'm not sure I see that. But I wanted to do some research into what is brave and if I am or not. I don't feel brave, particularly brave. But I thought this quote about not living down to expectations and to do something remarkable was just so interesting. Like, it really piqued something in my brain today when I read the card. I guess that's my thought. Tell me what your thoughts are below. Do you think that we meet expectations, exceed expectations? When we meet an expectation, is that living up or is that coming down? And it's probably a little bit of both would be my guess, but in general, it's probably coming down, right? If I know that I could do XYZ and you only asked me for X, I give you X. And you're happy. You're like, woohoo, I got what I wanted, right? But I could have done XYZ. I could have, and I didn't. Anyhow. All right, so how am I today? Overall, I think I am better. My brain definitely feels better today than it did yesterday. But I don't feel like I'm at full power yet, if that makes any sense. My battery isn't totally charged, despite the fact that I've been sleeping fairly well the last couple of days. I just don't feel like my battery's fully charged, that I haven't the energy to maintain my normal level of activity. I just am not feeling it. Feel a little bit, I don't know how else to articulate that, sorry. I'll just grunt at you. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so as far as I know, there were no angel deliveries today, but I'm not sure anybody got the mail today, and I have no doctor news. So let me get into my ta-da list. Ta-da. Today I worked. I hydrated. We had a robotics meeting. For dinner, I cooked the lasagna we got last week as an angel delivery. My new phone grip arrived, and I put that on finally, and I'm pretty happy with it. Maybe I'll give you a little review on that later. It was, what do they call those? I have brain issues, I'm telling you. You know, where they get funding online before they produce the product. This was the second version of it. It's called Oh Snap. and it's magnet. I'm a fan of the magnetic phone cases because I like the car next to me and so forth and so on. In any case, we're working on it. So far, I like it. I've only been using it for a few hours, though. And then, massive accomplishment. I walked 15 minutes, and it counted on charity miles. I want to thank the viewer who provided a comment earlier. It made something click off in my brain, and I got it. So I walked 15 minutes, almost a mile, and like just under a mile, like 0.97 or something, which is pretty good pace for an old gal like me, especially after I just finished chemo. So I was kind of proud of that. I did all my walking inside because it was kind of a gray, rainy day today. But that takes me to charity miles. So let me mention this to anybody who's had similar issues. One of the viewers, I think in yesterday's comments, commented on maybe you need mobile data. And the answer is yes, I think that was the problem. So I do not have mobile data turned on at all, particularly from home because we're here all the time. And I actually have my smartphone being smart. And when I'm connected to my home network, it shuts off a whole bunch of functions like NFC and mobile data. And I forget other stuff, other things that I would never use at home to save battery while I'm here. But I knew in my brain that charity miles needed, like GPS is another one. I turn off when I'm home. The charity miles needed GPS despite the fact that I use the indoor walk, which should not need GPS, but I turned it on. And that was on for the walk. And then additionally, I set it so that whenever I load charity miles, it would turn on mobile data and turn on GPS. So it would work. And it was working okay without any error message. And then I saw today, when I put it in the background, where it's still running, but it wasn't the forefront, the phone shut off mobile data and GPS. So I was like, ugh. So today I came up with a solution. I have like a little physical button, not a physical, like a soft button on my phone, but I made a special button just for charity miles. I press it and it turns on GPS and it turns on my mobile data, and it stays on until I turn it off. I push the button again to turn it off. So it's not automatically just when the charity miles loads, because it did the same thing. I started walking, I put it in the background to put on a podcast so I could do my 15 minutes, and it dropped as soon as I put the podcast on. When I came back, it only had given me credit for a minute of walking, and I'd already been going for a couple minutes. So I was like, aha! So thank you for your comment. That was the problem. And I've addressed it with a virtual button to turn those functions on when I'm going to go use charity miles and turn off the so I'm sucking my battery down. So thank you. So moving on to charity miles, we have 17 members on our team. Go team. And our team crushed the 1,000-mile mark today. So collectively, we have 1,006 miles, and I walked one of them. But thank you to all of you for all your hard work. I think you guys are rocking, and I'm so proud of you for all the movement that we're encouraging here. Great job. So that was very exciting. Way to go. When do you think we're going to make 2,000? Let's get some more people added to our team so we can move faster, right? Anyone's welcome to join us. The team information's right here and down below in the description box. So please do join us if you'd like. All right, so moving on to my to-do for tomorrow, my must-to-do. I must work. I must hydrate. I have one robotics meeting, and I still did not send the email to the donor family, so I must do that tomorrow. I'm running out of time. And then on my to-do, would love to do, I'm just going to put clean, and I'm not sure that's going to happen. So I think I've already commented earlier on how I'm feeling. I don't feel like my battery is fully charged. I think that's the best description. And so I'm getting through my must-do list as best I can, but moving past it is difficult. And I just seem to hit a wall midday. I'm wondering if I need to introduce some caffeine for this week. Maybe? I'm thinking maybe I should, but I hate to do that. So I'm on the fence there. Give me some advice. I'll take your advice. Thank you. All right, if you just come for story time today, thank you so much for joining, and we will see you tomorrow. All right, moving on. Hopefully, a lightning round of daily symptoms and statistics. Oh, I forgot one thing. Did you guys notice I started to add little teeny sound effects? So I'm building my skills. I was thinking maybe to add some, then maybe I needed a sound effect for like when I transition between topics. Like when I spin my hand like this, it deserves some kind of sound, but I didn't figure out what the sound was yet. In any case, just to mention, maybe I'll get some cheering and hoo-has for the 1,000 miles. There you go. Let's see what I can do in post-production, I think they call it. I got the lingo, right? All right, daily symptoms and statistics. Let's go. My nausea has been managed. I don't think I had any periods today where I was like, oh, but I was very cautious today, very segmented. So we'll see. Mouth pain, just a bit. Teeth pain, no. Throat pain, a bit. Ugh, I forgot to look. My weight is up, but I can't remember what it was. I didn't write it down, so I'll put it here on the screen. I apologize. My fluid in was 96 ounces, which is 2.8 liters, and my fluid out was 2.4 liters. Not sure what the disparity is, why I keep coming, my outs are just a little bit less than my ins, but maybe last week, I know for sure last week my outs were more than my ins, so maybe there's something going on there where I'm still equalizing. I don't know. I'm going to try to get over 100 as best I can. I think 96 is pretty close, but if I could get over 100, I think that will help me to find my spot. My sleep was 7 hours and 1 minute. No naps, no rests. And maybe that's why my battery is discharged. I don't know. But there's just not a lot of time for resting these days. Just 2 more work days to get through. Just 2 more. And I did take that walk at lunchtime today, so that helped. I think revved me up. All right, my vitals were fine. Oh, I forgot movement. Movement was 5,300 steps yesterday, which was down from the prior day. I think I'm already over that today, but we'll see. Vitals are fine. Neuropathy, just a bit. There was at least one point today I felt it down to the first knuckle, but most of the time I just feel it on the tips right now. So the neuropathy seems a little better. That's my humble opinion. Although I did drop something today or yesterday. I don't remember when that was. Last night. So, I don't know. Hair loss, I think, is status quo. You guys tell me. Skin, status quo. Nose clots are just a bit, so that's down. Night sweats are yes. Headache, I kind of have a headache today. I don't know if that's just I'm tired or if there's something going on. It's not like a heavy headache, but just a little bit like pressure behind the eyes. Could be sinus. I don't think I neti potted yesterday or today, so maybe it's just allergies kind of giving me some pressure. Yes, that's what it is, because when I press like this, it doesn't hurt. I need to neti pot for bed. All right, make a note. Fatigue, just a bit. Red skin, no. And chemo brain, no. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you. Remember, every day is a gift. Live it.